Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulullah.
ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Inshallah wa ta'ala, today we're going to cover a very small surah. Many of you must have memorized, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned a few qualities, and He's also sworn upon a certain thing. What is the surah that I'm talking about? Is Surah Al Asr. Today we understand two things, and this is what these scholars have differed upon. Asr can be the time of Asr itself, Salat Al Asr. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala either is swearing upon the time of Asr, or He's swearing upon time in general, ad-dahr, in zaman. So that means this would be majmu'ah, it will include everything, day, time, year. That means upon time in general. So this is the two understandings that we have when it comes to the understanding of this ayah itself. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is swearing upon time. Since we're speaking about swearing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may swear upon things, and this is to tell you about the importance of these things. But we, as Muslims, we only swear upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So whenever you take an oath and you say, you can only say by Allah, Wallahi, you only mention Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's names and nothing else. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is swearing upon time. The second part of the ayah, Innal insana lafi khusr. So inna is indeed, the lam also is again an affirmation. Fi khusr. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is affirming that mankind is under loss. And then there is a concept called istithna, that is to make an exception. After he said mankind in general is under loss, except إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, except the ones who believe and do righteous deeds. وَتَوَاسَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاسَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ, to give nasiha, to recommend upon the haqq, and بالصبر. Now what is the meaning of this? We'll break it down one by one. Except the ones who believe and do righteous deeds. That means you need to have iman بالقول والعمل. Yani one of the things of iman is iman, you say it with your tongue, you have affirmation in your heart, and your jawarih, your limbs also affirm it. So when you do righteous deeds, you want to be doing it with your hands, you want to be saying it with your tongue, and in your heart also you believe in La ilaha illallah. So you have to believe and you have to act upon. And the next part Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned is وَتَوَاسَوْا بِالْحَقِّ. One of the things that the Mufassirin mention is to command in the good and forbid in the evil. So when we deal with one another, one of the qualities of the ummah is كُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ تَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ, that you would command in the good and forbid in the evil. So one of the qualities is to command in the good and forbid the evil. Now every time, everybody or anybody, whoever commands in the good and forbids an evil, you're about to face something. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ, and to be patient upon this thing. What are you going to be patient upon? When you command in the good, you are going to get harm from other people. They may be rude to you. They may actually tell you something that you may not like. So at this point of time, you have to be patient. You have to be patient upon your obedience upon yourself, and also when you advise one another, you have to be patient from the harm also that could come from this action. So if you want to believe, do righteous deeds, command in the good, forbid in the evil, and to have patience either be upon ourselves or when it comes to the harm that could come from other people. So four qualities that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us with these four qualities. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت.